Alright, here's our third part in the parallelograms video today. And if you want to see 1 and 2 first, they're in the playlist. They're somewhere. Or perhaps you just want to watch part 3 first. It's up to you. So one thing we should know about parallelograms is we're talking about general parallelograms, and that's the one you're seeing right here. Because remember, a rhombus is a parallelogram, a square, and a rectangle. They're parallelograms also. But we're going to just talk about the general parallelogram and some problems that come up. So we know a parallelogram, and let me get my pen going here. I'll use that color. So we know parallelograms are 360 degrees. And like we talked in the last videos, we know that they have two pairs of parallel sides. So we know that this side right here and this side right there, they're parallel and they're congruent. They're the same length. And the same goes for the left side over here and the right side. And you should also know that if we had an angle here, angle A, and let's say this angle right over here, right, they are going to be congruent because opposite angles are congruent. Now on the same side, let's say that was angle A and over here was angle B. Well, angle A and angle B, so right over here, angle A plus angle B are adjacent. And adjacent angles will equal 180 degrees on a parallelogram. They're adjacent, they're on the same line. So adjacent angles, adjacent angles on a parallelogram are supplementary. And we know that supplementary angles will sum to 180. There we go. So keep that in mind as we go over a question here. All right, so let's say this side over here, let's say they said it was 2x plus 10. 2x plus 10. And on top, say it's 4x minus 10. And we want to know what the value of x is. What is the value of x? What is the value of x? So remember what we said. They're adjacent, and adjacent angles sum to 180. So we can set them equal to 180. We can say that 4x minus 10 plus 2x plus 10 has to equal 180. Let me do some algebra now. Right? 4x plus 2x is 6x. See, we have 4x and we have a 2x. We have a plus 2x. And then we have a minus 10 plus 10, and they'll cancel each other out, so that'll be 0. So 6x equals 180. And if we divide by 6 on both sides, we know that x equals 30. So we found the value of x. And then we can just plug in x over here, and you get your two values. So if you plug in x over here, you'll have 2 times 30, which is 60, and 60 plus 10 is 70. So we know this value is 70 degrees. And with the other rules we talked about in the other videos, we know that opposite angles, we know this angle over here, straight across, would also be 70 degrees. And we know that the whole parallelogram has to equal 360 degrees. And if you plugged in the 30 over here, you'll get 110 degrees. And of course, that has to be 110 degrees. So add all the sides together, and you'll get 360. All right, and that was just a quick video on parallelograms.